Yep, so we are going to go this first round starts.
I'm ready. I'm gassed up. These are the guys I love to watch play. Not that I have any disdain towards our friends over at Cyberstorm White, but there's some exciting about watching these guys do some magic with the Deagle.
It does look like it's going to be a possible mid-split. The bomb's staying in towards apps, but you've got the professor and two players top mid. Looks like Tundra might be smoking top connector there.
Might be selling a fake here with a smoke, two flashes, and he's definitely drawing some players out. Notably, one of the, and that was him, Fleur.
Fleur Delis?
Yeah, Fleur Delis was one of the few players, or the only player on CT side to buy a kit. Nothing else, save $400. So I don't know if he's an opper or if there's some mentality behind that, but
Do you
Tundra
know
finds one under, but he can't convert, and Beta finds both.
Do you know what a Fleur Delis is?
No.
You know the Saints logo?
Yeah, that's the same as like the Boy Scouts tenderfoot and stuff. I was a scout a long time ago.
Whatever that means, yeah. But that's what it is. It's an old French symbol.
Hey, they use that. Why is a French symbol used in the Boy Scouts of America?
I wouldn't know. Maybe it was started by a Frenchman.
Maybe it was. But anyway, yeah, Boston, the professor's back. Glad to have you here, man. Nice to see you back as well. Beta with a 3K on that round. I mean, man, they checked it too. They checked under Palace, and they still got punished.
Yeah, part of the issue there was that Exo was already ready to plant the bomb, and just wasn't facing with Tundra. So when Tundra got taken down, Exo didn't have nearly enough time to pull a gun out and make a play.
Yeah,
that's really unfortunate because that was a 4-on-2 turned into a 2-on-2 very quickly.
Yeah, but that's kind of how it goes sometimes. These higher divisions, higher leagues. And it looks like the upgraded pistols, pretty standard stuff, are coming out for Cyberstorm. Scout coming out on the on Yuki. I'm just gonna call them Yuki.
So Beta's gonna be knocked down to 15 HP, able to get one.
Oh, one for Yuki. Wallbang headshot on Waldmer.
I think that's Asuna.
Yuki Asuna.
Yeah, I think it's Asuna. Asuna.
Alright, we'll go with Asuna. What sounds better, Asuna? Well, Asuna gets another leg, and in fact finds two on Johnny, boosting into nest, and a third for him.
Yeah, 5 alive.
5 alive is huge. That armor stays, those kits stay, all the guns and the util, and I mean, talk about money farming on CT side, how important that is. And I think we're going to see that from Ellis with this MP9 coming out, or MP7 rather, very different. I don't see the MP7 bought a lot.
Yeah, that's just because if you're already in a position where you have to buy an SMG, like what's the point of buying an upgraded SMG?
Yeah.
But 5 AKs coming out. Cyberstorm kind of need this one, or they're going to be in a pretty bad spiral.
And it looks like they are just waiting outside of mid. A couple players prodding towards the B site. But these Cyberstorm players are looking very patient. I'm sure they're looking for, an overextension from the CT side that they can capitalize on, especially with some of these more questionable guns and FAMASs and MP9s coming out. Or 7s, gosh, I keep doing Oh, SDK mollied out from under, but does manage to find safety right underneath the nest, just looking.
Yeah, 4 players for Cyberstorm are now out towards mid.
There are still 2 ready over at the B-bomb site, but you never know when this might come back underpass, and it looks like Cyberstorm is finally acting, going up Con, 2 players up quickly, and 1 Tundra recovering the bomb and moving it back towards mid. This looks like an A hit.
Yeah, likely is. Waldemar was able to find 1 there, able to find a second. It's going to be a 5-on-3 now. HP mostly in favor of the CTs. There are a lot of low HP Ts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But with most of these being economical guns, this should still be an attempt.
Yeah,
Asuna able to pick up 1. Traded out by Tundra.
Ooh, the low HP is going to make these guns much more viable. That FAMAS is much more usable against someone against the 56 HP.
It does look like they're going to back off for a save here, though. And Cyberstorm will be would be smart not to chase. Try and
Yeah,
keep
you
as
don't want
many
any of
AKs
those.
as you can. Start building that economy up.
Last thing you want is one of these CTs to be able to recover another AK at the cost of your life. Oh, and Tundra unfortunately is found by Fear to Release over in the CT.
Not
And
able to recover the AK though.
no AK. Yeah, silver linings, am I right?
Yeah, not a ton of money on the CTs right now. So a weak buy coming in. A couple AKs able to be dropped over on the side of Cyberstorm, so they'll still be at full power. Looks like we're gonna see just another default coming in.
Why is Beta muted? Can we unmute him? Oh, the reason Beta's muted is probably because he's been reported enough times for communication abuse. Valve now automatically will mute people in any servers if they have enough communication abuse reports. So,
No, I cannot unmute him, Die. I just checked.
I guess that's safe to say that he's done himself in there. It's nice to see you die. And
Yep.
this week by on the CT side, a hope is felt with this P250, this Deagle. Oh, just as I say that, that P250 manages to recover from Haas. Oh, but Exo does find one unfair to lead. That's a huge kill on the A bomb site. There are still 2 players from the CT side towards A, and it looks like one.
He took a ton of damage on that. The B site's wide open, so
Yeah, they're moving very fast early on, and Johnny is found by that extension from Tick. Oof, Ticks, I guess. That's a good name. It's kind of cool.
yeah, these individual plays have been coming out well.
Tundra does catch Ticks off guard under pals. He manages to get that tap towards.
Oh, 3 insane 1 digs out of Beta.
That was nutty.
That was sick.
Yeah, I don't know what Tix was doing under Palace there.
I think he believed that Asuna there was going to cover the Palace run out.
God, and just like that, this is what I love about watching this higher level play. Those Deagles are absolutely lethal. You cannot joke around with them. They will take your head off if you're not careful.
Great shots. Asuna not able to follow up. This boost from Fleur is going to be pretty strong. Beta should have been caught out. Yep. Tundra and Johnny able to get 1 each. That's going to put this into a 4-on-3. Op recovered.
AK on Tundra as well. That's big. And with armor on the Professor and Johnny, you know, maybe get a rifle to one of these guys. The op is on Waldemar. Maybe I'd bog down Tundra.
Just one bullet, or 1 player towards the A-bomb site.
Oh, the Professor saw one mark it, but he didn't pull the trigger. He's going to get flashed here. Oh, unfortunately, he's going to whiff the shot.
Yeah, you really want that op to get something done here.
I mean, that was definitely the kill to convert. And Tix finding 2 huge kills on SDK and Johnny. Turning this round around for the CT side, finding Waldemar as well.
Yeah, Tundra on low HP here. Probably not going to be able to finish this.
Can I call him the Professor? Do I have to call him Waldemar P?
You can call him whatever you'd like.
I'm going to call him the Professor because that's easier than Waldemar P. So, 4 HP left on Tundra. Bomb in hand. AK ready.
Yeah, I think he's looking to just die here.
He's in the middle of
Tix,
Spider Nest.
I think Tix probably could have just let him walk around there.
Yeah.
And just waited for the round to end.
Didn't have to aggress, but I mean, you should have seen the mini map I was looking at. Just 3 CTs surrounding. You got Tundra in the center of the site. It's a tough site to bear.
What makes you think that I couldn't see the mini map? Just out of interest.
Oh, I don't know. I guess that's a fair point. I say you should have seen. Maybe you're looking somewhere else. Who knows?
Yeah, and this B rush is gonna come in.
Ooh.
3 players out front. Asuna able to pick off the first.
Ellis finds another on X. So Tundra gets a flame kill, and SDK is taken out by Asuna's going absolutely insane. Bro, Asuna with 4 kills that round with the op. I mean, that was cleanup.
Yeah, that B rush did not work out for the side of Cyberstorm. Now 5 rounds for Avidity Esports. Cyberstorm behind by 4. And we're back on an eco. The last eco was pretty dangerous.
Oh, definitely.
We'll see if they can do something similar again.
Let's see. I mean, these Ds, especially in middle, you know. Sasuna holding mid right now, he is. He's just holding that right side, and he's going to find one.
He's got a little bit of a one-way smoke going on. We don't like one-ways.
Oh, he found another, and Waldemar up on Cat. They were blind as hell. Takes Splash did wonders there. And a quick eco. They did manage to get 2 bodies off the CT side. We'll take that. And coming into this round, it's looking like they're going to have the money to buy whatever they need, even an op, if, you know, the need arises.
It does look like there's going to be a double op setup for the CTs, possibly a attack pause for the side of Cyberstorm, trying to figure out what they're going to do. They haven't really tried just a straight up A play. Like, everything seems to have been like a connector split of some sort. Wouldn't mind seeing them go back to the basics and try just A smokes.
Yeah, Asuna has been playing very well. I will say, a lot of damage coming out from middle. I mean, a couple of those rounds where these 12 kills are coming from are, you know, a couple of ecos here and there. And we haven't seen a huge amount of these rifles. The 6-1 is they're feeling this pressure right now, Cyberstorm. They are playing T side, so they will have the chance to recover this on CT. I always like finishing off on CT, so.
Beta aggressing towards top mid. That's going to be a lot of information found. Asuna able to grab 2.
2 more. STK.
Almost 3. There's 3.
Tundra found as well, and Johnny finally trades out Asuna at the cost of his own life to that second op, unfair to least. All that remains is EXO.
Really good CT aggression. I like the op going Palace, especially if he has a good spawn. That's usually a free kill. Asuna was really good to just to commit to it, wait for a second player to peek. Having Tix, I believe, play just watch the A ramp and protect his back.
Yeah, Beta with a clean shot there, and I mean, they're just feeling this good, very good CT side aggression. I mean, it pays off. These flashes are used very well, and the trades are always there. That's one thing I've noticed. The trades have been very good. Every time the T's manage to get one, the CTs are getting back 1 or more.
Yeah, Asuna's popping off. He's 15 and 5 in the server right now. His aggression, that op aggression, is just coming through perfectly.
Oh, that was an insane shot by Johnny. I feel like he dinked him. I don't know why. Maybe the other player dinked him with a Tech 9, but
Saint the King able to recover the op. We'll see if we can get anything done with it.
Andrew found one in Ninja. He's shooting, he's blasting, but he can't seem to find the kill just yet.
He's able to finish him. He'll be able to recover that AK. As well as a smoke. It is a 3-on-3. Trade from Johnny. Op recovered.
Tundra's figured out there's a guy CT, but unfortunately it's too late. As Fairdelis finds that op kill onto him. Only 4 HP on Johnny. He does have this op, though.
Still not a ton he can do. He should be aware of player Cat.
That Karambit's corner is insanely clean, I just realized. Like, his Karambit is disgustingly clean. It's gotta be like a .0000, something nutty.
All coming down to Johnny now. He's gonna have to try and make a play towards this B site. Fleur-de-Lis making his way back into market door. It's probably a pretty unexpected position at this point in the round.
Yeah. Fleur-de-Lis is the op burst here, still alive for the CT side, so might see an op battle coming out here in B, and he's going to start to get wise to Tundra.
Johnny does have insane aim.
Mechanical skill.
Yeah, his mechanical aim is insane, and that makes this much more doable. Able to bait Fleur-de-Lis into the peak, and this is doable. This is very doable.
Technical. That's what I'd call that. He's technical. That was great. That was very good.
We'll see how long he sticks this angle because he's looking at the right place right now, and I doubt Ellis will expect him. He just turns
Oh, the
away. He's getting
timing is
timinged.
the worst. He does still have a smoke, and the timing.
Oh, and Johnny able to clutch it out. That's the second round for Cyberstorm.
Pog, technical Pog, and there it is. Speaking of technical, mechanical, whatever you want to call it, he's all this. He did a good job. I mean, that aim is dirty. I remember seeing him snap to someone's head with an M4. Like, I've watched him a couple of times, and I can tell. He'd dog me.
Very strong player. Saint the King not in the server yet. Hopefully we see him make his way soon.
Hey,
Cyberstorm needs 5 to make this happen. Die, of course we remember your 1v5.
Of course you remember.
Almost
Yeah.
1v5.
Almost 1v5. I feel like that was on the Die debut. Because I remember this was the first time he played with the team, the collective, and he was really standing out as an individual player. And speaking of individual players, man, Asuna has been absolutely dominant in this match with that op. Finally, they get the 1-for-1 trade. Like, that's a good thing. That feels good, a 1-for-1. Because, I mean, he gets 2 every round. Finally taking these ops out of the equation with only 4 M4s, or 3 M4s rather, remaining on the CT side. And Johnny does catch a glimpse of a player towards bench. He's walking into 2 players on B side. He does have the bomb. If he loses it here, it looks like SDK is going to be forced to go into, I guess I'll say, no, they might go for it with 1300 on Expo. Or Exo. 4800 on Johnny.
I believe EXO is at 0, sir.
I see 1350 on Exo.
Oh, you're talking about money.
Yeah. I'm talking econ, sorry. Oh, SDKs.
Finding his second kill of the match. Unfortunate flash. Ellis able to come through with a good headshot. Op AK recovered. 8-2 now. Avidity in the lead.
Yeah, let's go, boys. Cyberstorm GG, love it.
I thought Asuna was still playing advanced, but
oh, really? He's like someone known? Like, that's why you said it's Asuna, not Yuki?
I think it's Asuna. I'm familiar with a player of the name Asuna. Once famous for the team Asuna's Anime Aimers.
That name sounds familiar.
It's not Asuna. There's just another guy named Asuna.
Alright.
It's Goyaki.
It's Goyaki.
Dude, memes. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Anime.
You know how I feel about it. I'm not gonna say it.
I like anime. Sometimes. Depends if it's a good one. But, I mean, regardless, I don't care. Goyaki, Asuna. It's 19-7 is 19-7. And then that's pretty dominant performance. He's shut down mid. I mean, this guy's put up a sign that says mid is closed. I mean, until he started.
He shut that door early. I mean, Cyberstorm haven't really done enough to get it open. They've been smoking window. This is an interesting Molotov. It's not gonna work, but I'd like to have known where that Molotov was supposed to go. Tibbs probably won't be expected here. He is gonna get traded out.
Ooh. And Johnny does find one on that trade. Beta gets Waldemar. Johnny Blind finds another Tundra with a huge kill on that Khalil Exo trade.
And this last player coming from CT, it's going to be
Ellis
Exo to trade. One. That's
Thank goodness. Let's get rid of that Khalil.
Couple guns will have to be dropped over here.
The money still isn't great, but that's certainly a nice change of pace. Picking
now
up
the
around,
CT economy's hurting.
That's the start, the beginning of the end, as I like to say.
Good force from the CTs here. If Cyberstorm can win this one, they're in a good place. Johnny just tucking in towards mid. Ellis with the aggression.
Ooh,
Johnny not able to finish it. I don't know who just flashed him, but that's a good flash.
And 2T's slowly walking out from underpass, just looking for an opportunity. And the smokes are coming out. Mid is under T control as of right now for the next 12 seconds of these smokes.
For the first time in the match, and it does look like they're throwing another one-way. I hate one-ways, man.
Yeah, I mean they're great, but
It's grimy.
ooh, STK finding some big damage on this mid player, and finally Exo blasts through that one way.
Yeah, able to take care of Asuna. Player towards CT. Jungle will be smoked.
My bad. He was caught out on stairs, not the one way, but that Molly coming onto site is going to take care of anyone who's Ninja or Firebox, clearing out these positions, and Exo with another big kill.
Yeah, very aware that there could be another player in CT. That was a
Ten-
strong double peek. One being at the top ticket position and one being just lower and peeking together. That's
That was solid. I
a
mean,
really good play.
they knew they'd last two with CT, and they cleaned it up quickly.
Now the CT economy is reset. We'll see what Cyberstorm can do against 5 pistols. Beta buying a deagle there. I don't know how I feel about that.
Putting him on 1200 is a bit excessive. I don't know.
Yeah, and it does look like the intention is for this save to take them into a buy round.
Well, Beta was the one reported for communication abuse. So who knows what he's saying, dude. I'm buying this dude.
It does look like it's going to be a mid rush. Not a great sign. Johnny already on low HP.
Tundra finds ticks very quickly. Ellis does find the trade with the USP. Johnny finds another, and then Johnny goes down to fit Elise. That's a fair 1-for-1. I mean, that shouldn't be happening. Pistol to rifle.
STK should be aware that this op could be there.
That op scares me. Thankfully, it's not on Asuna, but fair to Elise was that secondary opper when the double op came out. So.
Beta is not going to be well checked here.
Oh, and he's going to find STK, turning this into a 2v2 that should never have gotten this far.
Yeah, their confidence in moving around the map has been just really, really strong.
Yeah.
I mean Beta willing to walk all the way up catwalk there. That's a heck of a play.
Oh, and that nade from Walmart is huge.
Yeah, double peek was perfect.
Yup. I mean, arguably, I think I would have a little bit more confidence in a situation where, I'm ecoing, we got some kills, got some rifles, let's just fight it out. Like, if I know I'm fighting, I wouldn't feel as tense. But at the same time, regardless, buy round, save round, they've been confident, so I guess that logic doesn't quite apply.
Yeah, this is our first time seeing a rifle v rifle in a little bit. It does look like they're bringing back the B rush against full rifles. We'll see if they can get anything done. One player already dropped in sight, able to get one.
Oh, there is 2.
Ellis holding it down, still alive. Exo able to trade.
That's huge. Those 2 1-for-1s on site, and then Exo with the final kill on Ellis to put them up into a 3v2 with bomb down. I think
And
this
no
is
visible kits.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, Cyberstorm putting themselves in a really good position to make this a 7-8 half.
This was definitely the round that decides whether this half goes maybe like 10-5, 9-6, or 8-7.
Beta is going to be able to get away with that op.
I'm sure we'll see that in Asuna's hands in mid next round, but yeah, the Kobe was huge, and Exo is goated. He did a very good job to get down, take a couple of good kills. Found 2 going into the site and didn't die. I mean, we love that out of an
Beta
entry.
getting chased down to 1 HP.
Beta, what happens when you buy a deke and you don't get a kit exactly, lol. Yeah, you feel it. That 700 that he spent, that save, all the difference sometimes.
Now this should be a Cyberstorm win, but these ecos out of avidity esports have been very strong.
Yeah. And, their affinity to these deagles, they love them. So I can only imagine why.
Yeah, we'll see if
so
Beta can come out with a hero triple 1D.
Oh, and he's caught out with a molly in hand.
That is insane timing. I would be so mad.
Bro.
Absolutely fuming. Tix is just gonna hide himself in a smoke.
And he manages to convert one on Waldemar, or aka the Professor. Asuna is dropped quickly, but Ellis is here to trade. Tundra goes down. STK does find a smoke headshot onto Tix.
In a 2v3 now with no smokes on the site. This is very dangerous. Johnny not checking CT.
And he pays the price.
And that's going to be the half. Again, an eco out of Avidity Esports, able to just tear apart Cyberstorm.
Unfortunately, left XO in a 1v3 there. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
That
9-6, not the worst
could have been
scoreline.
better. We take it. It is what
Yeah.
it is right now. I'm not mad at it yet because I definitely think a good CT side can come out for Cyberstorm. And speaking of a good CT side, I think we're gonna start with a good CT side pistol as we come into this round here.
Yeah. So we'll get back to the game. I'm going to use the restroom just shortly. So, Mary, you've got it. I'll be right back.
Is there? Yeah, Beta being on 1 HP, I kind of wish there was something that hit him. Imagine he was just close enough to the bomb to take 1 damage. The perfect 100 damage. And this CT side pistol's starting off kind of slow, with 4 players still in spawn, and they might get punished for this. What the hell? There's 5 T's rushing B very fast, with only 1 player towards the B bomb site and market. They're going to be punished for this. They are going to be punished if they don't do something fast. And these T's have covered the whole site with bomb down. They have 1 bench, 1 deep kitchen, 1 towards arches. I don't know what's happening. I am in awe of that round. I cannot believe that just happened. 4 players sat in spawn and they rushed and it worked. I mean, I'm silver, so we're gonna take this with a grain of salt here. I might not get it, but even I saw through that. That was. Oh, it could have been a technical issue. 100% sure. Again, there was quite a few though. It might have been 1, and they were waiting, but I guess they couldn't have called a tech in time. That's just poor timing if that was the case, and maybe we'll be able to figure that out after the game. But oh, that's gonna put these guys in a rocky position, losing that pistol. That was one that could have brought them back to an 8-7, score line. Win that, and then the bonus, obviously. I have faith in these guys, though. They're not quick to roll over and lose. Now the T's are taking it very slow, though. I'm sure these CTs are on high alert after a round like that. And they are just sat back. I mean, Tix is able to find SDK sitting up on balcony. And these T's are moving. They have full control, now towards A. Gosh, only player left on A is CT, and it's going to be X, or Tundra, rather. And these T's control the map now. And Tundra's going to get found. I mean, again, these are mostly starting pistols. I wasn't expecting a huge amount of damage from this bonus, but 4 kills on Tix with that Mac 10. Ellis is not going to let him get the ace. Silver lining, kind of sweetener to the very, very, very bitter coffee that I'm drinking watching these rounds go by. But that 3M4s, this is the buy. This is the round that we need. And then, these T's are just padding their economy. They have the rounds. They have no interest in upgrading that Mac 10. Any of the Galils makes sense. Why waste the money? It's just they're sitting pretty right now on top of a nice stack. And it looks like this B rush that was so effective the first round is coming out again. But this time the CTs are ready. They're here. They're making these calls. Let's see how they react a little differently. EXO finds 1. Ellis and Tix find the other remaining B players. And Tundra goes down market. All of a sudden it's a 2v4, and I'm sure this bomb's going down. I don't know if they go for this. Round-wise, it's still a 5-round difference. It's not absolutely detrimental yet, but 6 is rough. And, yeah, it looks like these CTs are going to save. Their economy is still too fragile to risk losing 2 rifles and armor. Unfortunate. Another round, but that B play is strong. These kills that they're winning some solid aim duels. It was good utility use. They smoked off one of the players, Van, just preventing him from taking that fight. And consolation here, SDK does find Asuna, able to take 1 gun off of this T side.
That's 12 rounds for Avidity Esports, Cyberstorm on 6.
Yep. Unfortunately, you should have seen the pistol. I don't know if there's a technical issue or what, but we had 4 Cyberstorm players in spawn, sprawled between, plant pot and, the doors near A ramp, your CT ramp. and they rushed B, the other side, and they just got the free sight. Like there was nobody. One guy, Market, who kind of watched, but it was strange. I didn't know how to explain it. There might have been a lag issue or something going on, but a rough start to the half, that's for sure.
Yeah, very odd. It sounds. But not the worst possible buy.
Oh no, definitely not. There's some money going around. An MP9 picked up on the professor. Still 3 rifles in hand. Very winnable. I mean, Asuna's very low, so an aim duel against that individual is much more plausible in this circumstance.
Does look like it's going to be an A play here. The smokes are starting to come out.
Yep. Slow and steady, and here we see again they're gonna just use these numbers. One player dinked towards A main Ellis, very low. Tix is on half health, but SDK is found under Palace. That Molly did good damage, and 4 of 5 of these players are rather lit on the C or T side.
Yeah, 2 players just ran into each other on
Stare in the smoke.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Wow,
Yeah.
Floor with a great shot on EXO. Kind of out of nowhere. 2-on-3. This is winnable.
Very winnable. 27 HP. 17
Never mind. This is a 2-on-4.
No, but the low HP, Johnny needs one good spray down. Even Waldemar at this point, the professor with that MP9 can do huge damage. There's still 3 kills that are very winnable for him. I think everyone but Tix is a one.
Johnny getting a lot of damage done.
And unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to convert. That's harsh, leaving 2 players on 5 and 2 HP. Unlucky.
CT economy not great here. Should just be a pistol buy. They should be on full bonus now, but they'll be going into 14-6 in their next rifle buy.
Yeah.
Does look like there might be some ramp aggression here.
And it's not going to pay off.
I think if you don't make it with that first flash, you just don't swing.
Yeah. That's an unfortunate loss, but I mean that was the
already up connector. Tundra traded out.
Yeah, by Asuna, and Beta finds SDK. And just like that, the A site is almost entirely under the control of the T's. The remaining 2 CTs are rotating. Waldemar had an AK, but he unfortunately was tapped out by Beta, leaving EXO, the sole proprietor, to the CTs.
Yeah, they're just
winning.
Avidity's just winning every gunfight right now.
Yeah, I mean, EXO, that's a huge one.
Should be aware of a player rapping.
I mean, there's not much you can do in a situation like that. 14 or 18 HP, however much he had. I mean, we're still seeing some good pistol shots for sure, but it's 14-6. We need a turnaround here.
Yeah, I really would have liked to seen a little bit better usage of the economy. Because right now they're just looking at getting reset again, possibly going into match point, and
they know these B presence is here. It's only 1 player, but these 2 are tunnel visioned on him. He is gonna find the professor, but he is traded by EXO. On top of that, Tundra's able to find Betas. SDK finds
there's already one in the window, and they have no idea.
Oh, it's Asuna as well. Not like this. Not like this. Okay.
Johnny might spot him.
Oh, it's gonna be so close. He does manage to get the kill on Johnny. That's insane. The headshot level.
Not able to get that trade.
Bruh, that's nuts. I mean, and what's crazy is EXO's on 18 HP. 73 on each of these other players. They're wallbang headshotable with these AKs, and then it's
Oh my god, and as soon as clearing stairs, are you kidding me?
So good, bro. I told you this is the guy you don't want in this kind of a position. He's managed to find 2 huge frags here. Turning this into a 2v2. EXO's still on only 18 HP. Nothing's changed there. I don't know why I said it, but that's just another low player that could be easily sprayed down. Ooh.
And he saw Asuna, and Asuna saw him.
I mean, now they're on the clock with this bomb down. And only 1 kit on our 18 HP friend.
I'm going to be very unhappy if EXO goes down with full utility, and he does.
Yeah.
Tundra able to pull back Asuna, but traded out by Fleur de Lis. That's going to be match point.
That was a huge round out of Asuna. Getting to that position and then catching it. I mean, he just was a lurking. It's just, it's a threat that they had to respect. And that's why.
Yeah, just very, very impressive awareness, strong positioning.
Yeah, 25 and 15 for him with a whopping 95 ADR for the half. I'm sure it's higher than that overall. Ooh. And it looks like this fast B is coming out once again. They found success in this. As I say that, Asuna manages to find another kill on a full blind professor. They
Yeah, the
knew that.
timing and the flashes just could not be better.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully EXO wasn't blind in jail, but he still got traded out pretty quick. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't.
Saint the King in a 1v3 here.
All right.
Spotted out early, and that's going to be GG's, boys.
He's in the chat.
Well, that's 2 Cyberstorm losses on the night.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, not exactly what you want to see.
I still wish I knew what happened on that pistol. I think that was like arguably one of the most important rounds for them because that they kind of brought it back with that 6-9 because they had been lower. It was at 8-3 at one point. Again, it was one of those halves where they recovered it from what they could. But that pistol round was so important. You get that. That's the difference. You turn 9-7 and you get the bonus 9-8. These guys are good at winning that bonus. Much different scenes on the economy, but it was the way you weren't here. It was 4 AFK players, kind of. One ran into a wall and just stopped. It looked like a lag out, and then there were others like sitting plant pot. It was one guy was market. I think one got into nest, so maybe it was only a couple players, and then one was like maybe a CT or something. He didn't want to extend out. I don't know what happened, but very odd.
Just extremely well played from Avidity Esports there. Everything they did was right. Very, very, very well played. And Asuna, absolute freak of nature.
Yeah, they really did a good job of peaking with their flashes, and they had very good flashes. They got you. You know what it was. I think that really had me is they had good flashes that flashed a lot of locations, but they were really good at picking out where these flashes needed to go. They found a lot of good spots, a lot of good ins, or I mean, there was some pretty standard stuff. And this is a puggy map. It's kind of you figure out a lot of the spots are pretty standard after a while, but it just wasn't our day for this one, unfortunately. And again, yeah, Asuna, 25 and 15, huge player, huge influence, especially in that mid position, just locking it down.
Yeah, no, Cyberstorm not able to get anything done on CT, and that just that ends the game. The mayor, what you got going on?
Same old, same old. You can got a podcast going on every Saturday, 2 to 3 o'clock. Townhallpodcast.com, www.townhallpodcast.com. You find our YouTube, you find everything you need. I do a little Twitch streaming too, if anyone's interested. I appreciate everyone for coming out though and supporting Cyberstorm. You want to find out more about us, you can head on over to cyberstorm.gg.com or cyberstormgg.com.
Cyberstormgg.com.
There we go. If you're interested in anything Cyberstorm related, you want to get involved, you think, hey, I'm pretty good at esports. Hey, I got a pretty good team going. Let us know. We're happy to see what you got.
And we will be back again on the 7th against the Walmart door greeters at 10 p.m. That is
These
October
names.
7th.
The Walmart. I want to believe that all 5 of these players are Walmart door greeters.
That is the best possible option.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all for us tonight. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you so
out,
much.
and we will see you again, I'm sure.
Peace out, everybody.